Oh, I do not speak German.
You can kiss my as you like. You didn't.
Is this my deposition or yours?
Welcome to the Joelle Maryn Show. Today we are live on the red carpet of BOW, Artists at War. This is a film about the Holocaust, about a love story mixed in and a triumph in victory when good always wins.
Not only a love story between Joseph and Rebecca, but it's a love story between them for all the other prisoners that they risked their lives to save.
They lived moment to moment and never knowing when was going to be their last.
Incredible story, and I think this film will, give an impact to a lot of different generations.
They believed in miracles, but they were the miracle.
Can you share with us a little bit about your father and the mission behind this film?
Wow. Our parents, Joseph and Rebecca Bow, they were very, very unique. They were outstanding. They believed in miracles, but they were the miracle, the biggest miracle. All the families perished, was murdered. And they survived, and they saved hundreds of Jews, and they didn't tell us about it.
No? Our father wrote a book, the same name, BOW, Artists at War, but he never told us that he saved even one Jewish man, and our mom also didn't tell. But after we found, she wrote memoirs in a secret way, and there she wrote how she saved with their names hundreds of Jews. Our father was Superman and our mom was a woman. Yeah, Superwoman.
Wonder Woman.
And Joseph Bow was James Bond. But
I love
real, not in the movie, in the life. And our mom the same.
If your father could be here tonight and say anything, what do you think he would say?
I know exactly what he would say. Because in his book, BOW Artists at War, he wrote that he and his wife, our mom, are going to see a movie, and the name is Love in the Camp. It's about their love story. And what did he write? That the movie won 10 Oscars.
Thought of my friend Sean McNamara, who is the director on the project, sent him the script and he fell in love with it. He came on and then things started taking off. But a lot of delays still in the gaps leading up over to Europe. We were supposed to shoot in Europe. COVID shut us down. And then we were going to come back after that broke. And then the Ukraine war started. And then we got together and Sean said, let's shoot it up in Canada because he had connections up in Vancouver. And that actually got it off the ground. And here we are still many years later, premiere time, released this week, and we're excited.
Yeah, and I think it's important that people know that these things don't happen overnight. There is, I think, perseverance is the word that I'm thinking of right now.
Correct. It is a labor of love. You've got to be so dedicated to the story and feeling that it is a message that has to get out there that you just hang with it and you persist and you keep going and going.
And this project has such gravity to it. And it's cool that we're here at the Museum of Tolerance, which really underlies that. But this is the type of project that, you can do a quick, horror film and this and that and make lots of money. But this may not be that in terms of the box office, but it means something. So it's really important that people see this in this day and age where there's so much division. And, the youth are, up in arms about things. You look at the university campuses, and we particularly made this film to fit into a PG-13. We edited it specifically specifically so that the Gen Alphas can come see this, because it all starts with the youth.
Yeah.
So we're really excited that this will fit that. And we're hoping that people love it as much, and the kids love it too.
Yes, and I know they will, and it will be very inspirational. And there's a great love story in between it, like something you'd never expect, a light in the darkness. So thank you guys so much for persevering and getting us here tonight. God bless.
Speaking of the love story, it's not only a love story between Joseph and Rebecca, but it's a love story between them for all the other prisoners that they risked their lives to save. So,
and that's a message, and that is a message for the age that we're in. So many people are thinking for themselves; they're not thinking about others. Joseph and Rebecca thought about others, and then what can you say?
Survival.
That was it.
And isn't it amazing what can happen when we come together and face outward to help others?
And in the end, love prevails.
Was a long, cold winter.
If we do our work, maybe we can survive this madness and tell our story.
And we danced in the rain.
Rebecca Tenenbaum.
If I turn around and I see you,
However long forever is, share it with me.
you'd say, however long forever.
What was that process like to put that song together for such a heartfelt film?
Yeah, it was challenging at first. I was kind of stressing about it. How was I going to write this song that encapsulated the story of two people that have been through something we cannot even imagine or comprehend? But I was lucky enough to get an early cut of the film, and while watching that, there's a scene in which Joseph is proposing to Rebecca, and he says, "However long forever is, will you share it with me?" And it was like,
I love that part.
Right?
Yeah.
It just like spoke so true to the experience of love in general, and particularly their story, how they lived moment to moment and never knowing when was going to be their last. So yeah, that took reign, and I got into the session with Andrew Furs, my co-writer and producer. I told him that idea, and he's like, "That's it, let's do this." 4 hours later, and it really felt like the song just kind of wrote itself. It was very much like divine inspiration. Yeah.
Can you share with us a little bit about the journey of how we got to tonight, to the premiere?
Yes, it started 16 years ago. I met the daughters in Jerusalem. They were giving a presentation about their families' lives, and this was the first time I had ever heard about such a love story in the camp. And it was the camp that was the concentration camp that Schindler was helping in, the Platzau concentration camp. Their wedding was in the camp that was shown in Schindler's List. But in any case, I got so excited about the story, I promised them that I would have it made, and they said they had been praying for someone to make it, so I was very excited to be the one to help them with it, never knowing it would take 16 years.
Yeah, well, it's about sticking things through, never giving up, and trusting in God and His providence and His timing.
Cold winter, but we weathered the storm, and we danced in the rain. Now we made it to summer. Every kiss heals the cracks from our lingering past. If I turn around and asked you how long could you love me, you'd say, however long forever is.
Can you share with us what it was like when you first got the script for this character?
I was very pleased because it was a complex part, like a lot of nuances, and yeah, just a great part. So I was very excited.
Well, what are you hoping that audiences feel when they watch this film tonight?
Empathy. It all feels like we're missing a lot of empathy nowadays. It's just like, so yeah, a little bit of empathy, why not,
Well, what brought you out here tonight for About Artists at War?
To show support for Sean and Holly, obviously, Holly Davidson, and just see a phenomenal movie.
And what is your reaction after watching this film?
I wasn't sure what to expect, but it was extremely powerful, very captivating, extremely entertaining, and the storytelling is on par, 10 out of 10.
So, to other people who are considering going, what would you say?
I would say you are in for an unexpected adventure, a phenomenal film, and something that will be timeless.
Incredible story, and I think this film will, give an impact to a lot of different generations. I was very surprised. My 15-year-old son was surprised. It was nothing that we expected. Amazing.
It was a long, cold winter, but we weathered the storm, and we danced in the rain. Now we made it to summer. Every kiss heals the cracks from our lingering past. If I turn around and asked you how long could you love me, you'd say
Wow, that was incredible. I can't wait for you to see this film. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. We have to remember that with God on our side, all things are possible, and victory belongs to Him. Hope to see you again real soon. God be with you.